Good afternoon, good morning, good night, family. You trying something new here. With that being said, I want to talk about archetypes, particularly when it comes to physicality, because a lot of people, you see people in the fitness space. Myself struggle with this rule, body dysmorphia and shit like that, right? A lot of this body build, the physique and shit, that comes down to genetics. And shout out, I forget this man's name. Apologies. But you could never have another woman, you could never have somebody else's physique. Alright? It's not going to happen. You can grow your muscles, you can get bigger and all that, swoller, leaner, but your arms would never look like mine. They might be bigger, but the shape in particular, the muscle shape, the actual shape of it, that's genetic. That's strictly for me. Passed down from the great mothers and the grandfathers before me. The size of that that depends on you. You gotta work on the weight that you can lift, the density and all of that. That comes from you. But with that being said, don't buy into, comparison is the thief of all joy. You can't be out here comparing to other motherfuckers. It just ain't gonna work. Alright, now we talked about this plenty of times. You can pull your wife and it'll be good, you got your beard good, it don't matter. What really matters with that whole thing, especially for you look smackers trying to get your physique and shit in order so you can find a beautiful woman to replicate with, reproduce and shit. Just be you. You don't have to beat your face with a hammer. You ain't gotta do illicit drugs. You just gotta be you. Alright, now this also can be said because I interact with people who think the women that I have interact with like me because I'm a gangster or a YN or some stupid shit, which I am not, by the way. Never call me no stupid shit like that. But, it's all because I know who the fuck I am and I don't be putting on no fronts and, mashing shit, man. I just, especially with this, I come up on this bitch and I'm just thinking it's me. On or off the camera, this shit's still me. And I can only encourage you to do the same in your life, man. Amen.